30 days after her nomination, Amy Coney Barrett became the 9th Justice on the US Supreme Court. They held an event at the White House.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The initial ceremony was a super spreader event for COVID-19, with many attendees, including the president, contracting the virus. That didn't deter President Donald Trump, who wanted a political victory so close to the election.
This is a momentous day for America, for the United States Constitution, and for the fair and impartial rule of law.
The speed of the process has upset Democrats. They say the choice of a new justice should have been left to the next president.
You may win this vote, but in the process, you will speed the precipitous decline of faith in our institution, our politics, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. You will give an already divided and angry nation a fresh outrage.
The Democrats tried to bring public pressure to stop the vote. They argued there were more important things. They argued that the Republicans wouldn't even consider a Democratic nomination for the Supreme Court in an election year 4 years ago. But the reality is, the Democrats never had any real power to stop this nomination going through.
And elections have consequences. And what this administration and this Republican Senate has done is exercise the power that was given to us by the American people.
Amy Coney Barrett will replace Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died last month. Her appointment solidifies a 6-3 Conservative majority on the court. But she insists she will not take her own views onto the court.
The oath that I have solemnly taken tonight means at its core that I will do my job without any fear or favor, and that I will do so independently of both the political branches and of my own preferences.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden says if he wins the election, he'll look again at how the judicial branch of the American government operates.
They're just a group of serious constitutional scholars who have a number of ideas how we should proceed from this point on.
Having now been sworn in, Justice Coney Barrett starts work immediately. Exactly what the Republicans wanted. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Well, Bill Schneider is a political analyst and public policy professor at George Mason University. He says Barrett's comments won't be enough to calm Democrats' concerns and could galvanise people to vote against President Trump.
We are at the peak of the election season, and Democrats are extremely angry about her nomination and now her confirmation. They fear their worst fears may be realized, and they are very angry about this. This could drive a lot of Democrats to the polls to vote against President Trump. It is believed, has been throughout American history, that the judges exercise independent judicial judgment and that they don't bring an ideology to the court. But in the last 50 years or so, people have dismissed that idea. They say they vote their ideology. If a Republican appoints them, they're likely to vote with the Republicans, the opposite with the Democrats. That's why Democrats are so angry. And Republicans in the country are likely to see her confirmation as a consolation prize if President Trump is defeated at the polls. It will heighten the division and the animosity that has polarized American politics, because the Supreme Court has been the central player in all the culture wars that have divided Americans for 50 years since the 1960s. These are the key issues, and she'll be asked to pass judgment on them, and there is now a solid conservative majority on the Supreme Court. Republicans will rush to celebrate Trump's victory in the Supreme Court. This means a lot to them, and Democrats will just be enraged.